This is TWiT.
Now, is your beer pick of the week available in more places?
It is. It's available. I bet you guys can find this in California.
Is it something consumers can get?
Yeah.
It is. Many consumers can find this beer in their home states, even though it's from Pennsylvania. The beer pick is Troegs Troegenator. Troegs Brewing is in Hershey, Pennsylvania. And this is a Doppelbock style beer, which is something that's very common in Germany, I believe, Bocks and Doppelbocks. But now we have these being made by U.S. brewers quite often as well. And the reason I made it the beer pick is it's a heavy beer. So it's more like a winter time, like cold weather beer. In fact, some people call Doppelbocks liquid bread.
Oh, my enemy.
It's a dark beer, but it's a lager. Very malty, but also roasty tasting. So it's not like, I'm not a big lager person, and I'm also not a big malt beer person, but sometimes you're just in the mood for that kind of beer. And it also does pair really well with food. The thing to remember, though, about Doppelbocks and Troegs Troegenator is they are not light, even though they're lagers. This one clocks in at 8.2%.
Oh, so you can't
it's
quite
highly
do
caloric
as many of these.
and very alcoholic. So it's tasty and nice, but be careful.
And good for the winter.
Drink it with caution.
Like you said. I do have to report, I was so excited. I found for the first time a gluten-free coffee stout, which I remember we talked a little bit. Like I was not able to have a coffee stout for, well, as long as I was diagnosed with gluten intolerance.
Yeah.
And I was at Bevmo looking for the writer's tiers. And I happened across that, and I was like,
"Have you found it? Did you find Writer's Tiers?"
I was hoping it was it was at the one that's in Petaluma, as opposed to having to go out of the city. But they didn't have it there, so I'm going to have to go out if I want to get it. But when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, I can have a coffee stout," and of course, it was not comparable to an actual, real coffee stout.
Is it like when you drink a non-alcoholic beer and you're like, "It's in the neighborhood," but
it was like when I have had a cup of coffee from a family member versus the cup of coffee that I make myself, where it's in the neighborhood, but it's not quite, how I really like it. But I was just happy to have one again.
Better than nothing.
Better than nothing, exactly.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
That's cool.